normally we talk over the phone, okay? Before we get ready for our counseling session, I do have a form that you need to complete, giving us consenting us to having this conversation, the sessions we're going to have with you. This is our counseling center confidentiality form, so I need you to complete the form front and back and make sure you sign it and date it. And after you sign, if you have any questions, you can discuss it before we start our session.
All right.
Just take your time and complete it. So much. Do you have any questions about the form?
Let it out.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. Before we start our counseling session, I do have to inform you concerning our confidentiality when we do practice. I want to make sure you understand everything that's going to be discussed today and concerning counseling, okay? Now, counseling is a safe place where you can come to share your concerns and have your questions answered and receive answers for your questions. Now, everything we talk about between me and you is going to be kept in strict confidentiality. However, there are times that I have to breach confidentiality if I believe you're going to cause harm to yourself or other people. I do have to, breach that confidentiality. And I also have to remind you, during the stages of our sessions, if I have to share some information with my supervisor, I'll make sure that you be up on that, also be involved in that if I have to share anything about your case with her. Well, it doesn't matter what I do discussing your case. I will always come to you first and let you know, abreast you that I have to breach confidentiality to lead some information concerning your case, okay?
Okay.
All right, any questions before we get started?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, on the phone, you did tell me a little bit about why you want to have some sessions with us today. Concerning foster care, I understand you was telling me that you age out of foster care, but since you age out of foster care, you seem to have some effects that's from that time frame that's affecting you now. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Just speak openly. I mean, you said you age out of foster care age 18, correct?
Yes.
Okay, since that time, you age out of foster care. I know you moved on from that part, but as you was telling me over the phone, that you still seem to have some effects from that, from the foster care, from the whole system. You want to talk a little bit about that?
It was hard. It was rough.
It was hard and rough.
Yeah, it's not knowing my parents and seeing other kids with their parents. It was really rough growing up. And, now that I'm an adult, I feel as if I don't want to lose my kids because I didn't have parents. So I don't want to not be there for my children.
Okay. How long have you been dealing with these issues? I know age out of foster care, that wasn't a pleasant experience for you. And you say it's affecting you somehow now, even as you've grown up to be an adult, having your own families. Your own family seems to say that they're having some effect, some hindrance affecting now the family relationship.
I wouldn't say it's a hindrance in a negative perspective, but more like an anchor to remind me of the struggle that I went through. So that way I can teach my kids and show them, this is what I had to do as a child because of things that I did that caused this to happen. So that way I can express that to my children, like, hey, you should avoid these type of situations if you want to live a better life, because I've been there, I've done that.
So from my understanding here, you're saying that you believe that some of the things